So after this, so we doing data source. So this one is I'm using TypeORM. Okay, so I love TypeORM. I'm on Prisma and so on and so forth. I like the TypeORM because they are very flexible. And one thing about the good about the TypeORM is very test friendly. Why? Because you can inject to him memory based SQLite. So that make it very lovely for testing. So now because this one is I told you this one is a services, right? So what I'm doing is that in here, I'm just using the SQLite and the memory. Okay, so it's very simple. And after that, I just initialize the data source. After initializing the data source in the code, okay, what I'm very interested is not the data source itself. Actually, what I'm interested in is the repositories. So the repositories that they are bind to this data source. If you see, there would be 3 repositories, right? User, plugin entity, and the plugin user entity. So what I'm doing in this file is that, for example, I will just say that, okay, anybody looking for the user repository, what I'm doing, I'm passing him the repository for the user. If anybody looking for plugin entity, I will pass him for that one. If anybody looking for plugin version entity, I will just passing the thing for that guy. So yeah, so it makes it very flexible. So I'm not doing any interface or anything. Is just I'm directly doing a set. They call it self binding. I'm not sure what they call it to in Versify board. This one they call it dynamic value or something like that. But and it's dynamic, this one is dynamic. It's different than the constant one. The constant one is only call the guy once. After that, he just pass you the reference to the next and next. But in a dynamic one, every time you call this guy, he will create a new one for you. So after that, he generate the repository for you. He just generate the repository for you, and he pass the repository to you. So this one is the exit container. So exit container in the exit container. So just we kill everything gracefully. RabbitMQ. This one last time I explained, but just be comprehensive. I just explaining it. So I will kill the RabbitMQ connections, so on, blah blah blah, this kind of thing. So gracefully. Okay. So just this one is based on the user manual, so on and so forth. How to kill it gracefully. You have to kill your database as well. Okay. So this one is how we kill the database. So and yeah, we are done here. Okay, so exit is done. Okay, so this one is a middleware side. So in the middleware side, last time also I explained, I like to inject the container. This is the way that I'm injecting the container. And beside the injecting the container, also another thing that, for example, you see here is that, for example, you are here. I'm just checking that the RabbitMQ is ready or not. And okay, so this one is a magic, by the way. So for the express to understand that he has a container and a user, okay, because we're using the TypeScript, right? So by default, he doesn't know you have a container and user. So you have to tell him globally that we have the container and the user in the system. So this one is the end of the inversify.config. After that, I will go to the services and so on and so forth. In the next video, I will show you how the services is done, and router and services. So thank you for watching.